Hello, hello. Buonasera. Ciao tutti. Καλησπέρα. Για να δούμε ποιοι είναι εδώ. Aspetta. We need more people to join. Hello, Alex. Hello, everyone. Hello from London. I'm Nikki, and today we have another Instagram live with another special guest, Stefano, my friend Stefano from Mess of Blues. We're gonna have the chance to talk about sustainability and flexibility to our wardrobe. How we can have a very nice, a beautiful wardrobe with great style and sustainable, of course. And he's the perfect guy to let us know how to make and create this wardrobe. Καλησπέρα, καλώς ήρθατε. Καλησπέρα στην Κορίνα. Η συνέντευξη θα είναι στα αγγλικά, οπότε σας παρακαλώ να συμμετέχετε. Θα έχω μαζί μου τον Στέφανο. Please feel free to add your questions and your feedback on the comments. Καλησπέρα σε όλους, χαίρομαι πολύ που σας βλέπω. Πάμε λοιπόν να ξεκινήσουμε, να βάλω τον Στέφανο στην παρέα και σας θέλω ενεργούς γιατί θα μιλήσουμε για στυλ. We're gonna talk about style, but not only for men, but for women as well. Because this is an extra session we would like to communicate and share with you guys, with Stefano. Because it's not only about menswear. Women, we can also wear our boyfriends or our friends, things we can find in their closet. As I have this menswear pocket square that I'm wearing today as a nice accessory. So, let us begin. Where is Stefano? Let me find his request. So, Stefano, we're waiting for you. Καλησπέρα σε όλους, καλησπέρα στο Χάρη, στην Κορίνα, στον Αλέξη. Για να δούμε ποιοι είστε σήμερα εδώ, ποιοι θα συμμετέχετε στην κουβέντα που θα έχουμε. I also want to tell you that we gonna have another section with Stefano. Let me put him in the conversation. Because you can also decide what style someone can have through Stefano's mannequins. We'll see it later on. Hello, Stefano.
Hi.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Come stai? How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Everything good. We had 3 days in a row snow here in London, but today is a sunny day. It's perfect.
Yeah, we got exactly the same situation here.
The same,
So,
right?
Yeah.
So we can feel a little bit of Christmas mood because we didn't feel Christmas so much this year. So,
Exactly.
you know.
Kind of late, but it's
Yeah.
there.
I know.
Nice.
But where are you now?
Yeah, right now I'm in Amsterdam.
You're in Amsterdam.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really cold these couple of days. So
It's cold, right?
yeah.
But what about the people? Are they going around? Is everything open or are you
No,
in a
everything
strict
is closed.
lockdown?
So yeah.
Oh.
But it's okay, we're hanging in there on that situation, and but you have the opportunity to work at home and to
Yeah.
do all of the things that normally you wouldn't be able to do because you're outside.
Yeah.
So there's always, the good side of the story.
Now we know the story, right? We are
Exactly.
adjusted on that, so
Yeah.
it's fine. The world continues and we're not always on pause like we used to be because we were scared and we didn't know what to do. So now, let's say we are get used to it.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit better, but not exactly. So hello to
Yeah.
Yvonne. Hello to everyone who has joined. So let me say once again that we're talking today with Stefano. We will talk about sustainability and flexibility to our wardrobe. So you can share your feedback and your comments regarding the questions you have for your wardrobe. How can you have a very good wardrobe with less, but very good items that you can combine with them so you can spend all the time for more items. So we're going to talk about sustainability and of course vintage clothing. So tell me, Stefano, about your news. What have you done the last days that we haven't spoke since our first session?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, staying at home, staying inside, it's an opportunity to work out all the aspects that normally you wouldn't think of.
Yeah.
So in my case, in case of my business, we actually are making our structure stronger.
Mhm.
So we have a new team of tailors, and we are, enforcing all the parts that were a bit, lacking of, smoothness, let's say. So for next season, we are ready to deliver the products, the goods, the services in a better way, in in a much simpler way. And
Okay.
that's what I feel also people want. We need to be flexible, not only in terms of what to wear, but how to deliver the product. So I think
Exactly.
it was the opportunity to work in the back end of the project. Yeah.
Yeah. So did you change and adjust your next collection regarding the lockdown, or you were about to do so?
I think you know, nobody likes revolutions, so
Yeah.
I think it's about evolving and try to listen to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We certainly not going to do all of a sudden, you know, sweatpants, you know, so we are not going to adjust in that way. But
Yeah.
for sure, like we are doing, the both of us right now, I'm not wearing the tie, but I still try to be sharp in the look that I want to portray. So we use the bandana as an accessory.
Exactly.
It also keeps you warm. I have a client and he says, you know, I love your suit scarves because they make me feel safe regardless of the
Yeah.
weather. So I think it's a good feeling, and it's like it's kind of, you know, tying everything together. It's like the bow on top of a present. You know, you need that even if it's so. We're working on those aspects, um, and I'm sorry, I'm probably going around your
No,
question.
no, no. Keep it up. We like
So
it.
you know, it's a matter of, you know, building from where you were standing before, making it better, making it more compact, making it more understandable by everyone, because the
Mm-hmm.
needs of people are changing. Although our clients are, let's say, a niche in the market, and they want to dress up, they want to wear a tie, they want to wear a jacket. We just try to listen to also some other people all around, so we can make our products a bit more versatile in different situations. But we're not changing the core
Mm-hmm.
of Meso Blues, let's say.
Of course.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what we need at the moment. We need to be versatile, and we need
Yeah.
to have clothes that they can adjust also with the season, but also with the times we're facing through. So Meso Blues, I think they can manage this. Your brand is a brand that someone can wear for formal situation or events, or informal, casual wearing, someone who wants to be more bold, but
Yeah.
these are items that someone can keep. They're timeless items. So this is what I love for Meso Blues. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, this pocket square, I used to wear it also as a mask whenever I don't have a
Oh,
mask.
yeah.
You know, it has multiple
Exactly.
uh, yeah, actions that
Yeah.
someone can do. So tell me a little bit more about your next collection, and let's
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
what you have
Yeah.
prepared for us.
Yeah. I think the again that flexibility, adaptability, I will say, it's very important because you can basically um, build up a collection starting from existing timeless pieces that almost any man has, like you know, like a blue jacket, for example. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's like a staple in a man's closet. But
Exactly.
then we play with shades of blues, of course, not only for the name, but because that's the core
The core.
color for menswear. And then we add some accents. So then later we're going to show you a couple of examples so people can have an idea. And we
Perfect.
want to, you know, enhance this thing of being bold and add some sparkle of colors here and there and prints because they're really important,
Yeah.
because we don't want to look dull and, you know,
No.
like a, you
I
know.
don't think so that people will wear black after all this lockdown ends. I mean, when we go out to the streets, everybody will want to wear colorful items.
Yeah.
So Mesa Blues has, apart from blue, nice palette of colors
Yeah.
that I think there can be matched and combined together in the best way. But I want you
Exactly.
to tell me, because since you are dealing with vintage tailoring, I
Hmm.
want you to tell me what about the sustainability. We have heard this word a million times
Yeah.
since lockdown number one, but now I think we know what it means. So
Yeah.
how can we build a sustainable closet, a wardrobe, without much money and
Yeah.
without much effort? Some items that we need to have.
Yeah. I think um, sustainability has always been like a word used for women's wear mainly
Yeah,
at the beginning, just because women's, I think they are more sensitive towards the subject. Uh, but now it's growing in menswear as well, of course.
yeah,
So our take is into, of course, getting inspired by vintage. That's the first thing, which means, you know, going back in the past and try to get an idea and transform it into the future. So
Okay.
of course, the main inspiration is Elvis. So is what would he wear right now if he was 30, 25 years old, today? So he
Yeah.
wouldn't wear the same, but we translate that concept. The second is the actual vintage pieces. So we will have, for example, these vintage uncle jackets. We're gonna carry like a compact, how do you say, offer on the website that
Hmm.
you can buy with
Yeah.
our, you know, what is it, Nestle Blues patch here.
Ah, yes,
Okay.
I can see this.
um, and then vintage fabrics on the ties, so fabrics that were destined to something else, we just scrub the essence of their story, their beautiful feeling,
Okay.
and give them a new life into new ties. And then also vintage fabrics for jackets. I can show you later some of the jackets that comes from old fabrics, that soft fabrics, and we just give them a new life again in the form of a jacket. So
Okay.
that's a bit the essence of this concept, or at least our approach towards sustainability. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell that from a women's perspective, it's always a women's thing. I mean, we were used to do it in the past more than
Hmm.
men buying
Yeah.
vintage clothes. This is a vintage shirt, right?
Yeah.
But I
Nice.
think also when women take their boyfriend's, let's say, shirt, or they can alter it, as I do with my father's clothes, it's a way of keeping and giving a new life to your clothing. So it's
Yeah.
a very nice and romantic way to keep our clothes and give a new story
Yeah.
that they can say in the future. And your clothes, even though they are vintage, you can say that they are timeless. I mean,
Yeah.
you can say that someone can wear it in 20 years from now. You can say also that it used to wear it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's something very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cross. It's a cross in between, like flexibility of the wardrobe at timeless, because you can, like you say, you can wear it through the years. This was a trend, let's say, years back, and now it's coming back. It's
It's
already
coming back.
back. So, and it will always be there, because when something is a timeless design, it will work. And it
Yeah,
will work because it's being designed with a purpose in mind. It was not designed just for the sake of doing something new.
yeah,
And that's how a Porsche 911 is always the same, because it was made for a purpose, and then it's just evolving.
yeah.
And then the fact that we're doing, because that's another thing that I didn't say before, that we are doing mainly made to order.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exclusively fitted to the body of the client. That is also reducing, pollution and waste in general. Because what we do is that for a printed fabric, we print it in advance, so it's ready, but then it's cut on the spot.
Yeah.
So we cut already half of the process, so we don't have waste of 20 jackets. And if they don't get sold, they just stay there as an inventory. Like for many brands, it's happening.
Yeah.
So there's many aspects of sustainability that we try
And
to touch.
you have also mentioned to me in the past that you always take what you need. You never go waste of fabric or
Yeah,
waste of any clothing, because you know what you want. You have your clients, so you know the sizes, because of course you have also some
yeah,
regulars, so you know what to order. So this is something very good,
yeah,
not to have any waste of clothing. But I want you to tell me about the new collection. What is the main core of
yeah,
what to expect? But of course, I don't want to use the term collection, because nowadays we don't have any trends, right?
yeah. I think I'm going to show you something here. So I think
Okay.
it's easier. It's always good to talk with the visual rather than words. Okay,
Okay.
so um, please follow me up here.
Of course, we will follow you.
So uh, as
Ooh,
we
nice.
said before, we are working towards transforming what we created, in
Okay.
the previous season. So it's an evolution. And for me, the core item that I really believe it's going to be the best part of the collection is this shirt that I'm wearing. So it's our Steve denim shirt.
The
Okay.
denim. Okay.
So the, you might ask me what's the additional value, compared to other denim shirts in the market.
Yes.
And for me, the first thing, apart from being handmade, tailored in Italy, so we get like a rugged, basically, I'm going
Yes,
to
I
show
can
with
see. It's perfect.
a
It's,
rugged, item, designed and crafted in a more elegant way. So
mm-hmm.
that's the first thing, and that's take it for granted because that's the made in Italy part of the story.
Yeah.
So attention to details and stitching. But then the other part is that I never wanted to reproduce a design and to just change the color or do some distressed parts, because we believe also in sustainability and into remaking something that is worth it to be redesigned. So we're never gonna get like weird washes that many other brands are trying to do, that basically just copy a Levi's shirt and making their touch of chemicals. So we don't do that. So we have
That's good.
raw denim. Now this one has been washed only a couple of times,
Okay.
but you can see that it's fading away with your own sweat and wear. That's a very good part.
So the
And
denim
here,
rule applies to your shirts. The denim rule
absolutely,
that however how many times you wash it, it can
exactly.
fade. Okay.
So I've been working for Wrangler in the past, so I kind of get this essence of denim from them, and I try to transform it. So it's not gonna be a Wrangler shirt. It's not a copy of that. It's my interpretation, my design with my long tip collars.
Perfect.
But it's with a denim. It's an organic denim made near Venice. So as you can see here, this is washed only once, so it's much darker.
We can see
than the one.
it's darker, yeah.
Exactly. Plus, it's a structure with some white dots, so it's never flat. So that's what makes it different. We don't need any distress or any weird fade, effect.
Yeah.
Nobody needs that.
Okay.
The environment doesn't need them, and like this, you can have a perfect, elegant look with a tie with an unconstructed collar.
The tie is really nice combined with this shirt.
Or
I love
like
it.
I'm doing, it's just open, more relaxed. You can roll up your sleeves, and it's very soft because it doesn't have any inner lining. So that's a bit the idea: transitioning and being flexible.
Flexible. Okay.
Yeah. On this one here.
Yeah. Can we see
So
the next mannequin?
this is an addition, a new addition for the new season. So it's an ivory white.
Okay.
So these two fabrics are coming from two different mills. The first one is Monti, and this one is Cacciopoli. So we have Venice and Naples in terms of location. So this is slightly silky. So it gets this dressed up look. And the idea is to have this cowboy chic, feeling.
Yeah.
Always with this low, big pocket, so you can fit your passport. It's very comfortable when you're traveling. And, playing with this new jacket, which is also like a cream, wool and silk fabric, makes it very upgraded, the upgraded version of what I'm wearing right now, but slightly toned down because you don't have a tie, but you still play with some particular look. So
where would you wear this style?
Where?
Yes.
Well,
if we say that we're in normal conditions and not in a
normal
lockdown
condition. Well, let's say it's spring, summer, it depends on where you live. So after work around 6, you go out with your colleagues to have a drink. That's the playground.
Or if you have it with a tie in a formal way, you can release the tie, put the pocket square as a scarf, and you can have a more casual cocktail.
Absolutely. You can put this one in the pocket and then you have your tie. But let's say you go to Pitti, you go to the famous parties of Plaza Uomo, or these kind of events, that you can wear this. You're more casual than a classic guy. But also here, the point is not to be the classic Pitti man. It's just to do something different, and so you bring tailoring to another level. And for me, some people say, oh yeah, tailoring is this with the old tailor 3 fittings, or it's not. Well, this is exactly the level in between ready to wear and that tailoring environment. It's got the freshness of the ready to wear and the craftsmanship of the tailoring, but much faster. So with this, we have a new system that all virtually you get it and it's great fit. Otherwise, you do the bespoke, and that it's a bit more crafted process for more attention to details.
Well, Carl here, my friend Carl, says you can wear it also in the kitchen, making some spring rolls. Actually, for people who are cooking now in their apartments, or they're doing other Zoom calls, I think is a nice outfit. Let's not forget to get well dressed, even when we're in our apartment, no?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not showing the kitchen because this is a quite of a
it's not very practical, to be honest.
You don't want to get like
maybe
oil
the
stains
denim.
on it. But,
maybe the denim.
The shirt, yes, definitely. You can wash it normally in the washing machine, and they just iron it like a rugged item, you know. But this, I will be a bit more careful, you know, just
Okay,
to,
let's
yeah,
stick to the denim, which is much more,
exactly.
not so much so sensitive for the
No,
kitchen.
exactly. I mean, if you have this one with this jacket, it's perfect for traveling, and you
Yeah,
can, you know, beat it up. It's okay.
exactly,
Some other
exactly,
outfits, you know, they require a bit more care. You know, like
exactly.
it's normal.
But what I love also from the mannequins that I see, and also from your style, is that
Yeah.
you have different patterns. Let's say you have the military look, you have the different pattern of your pocket square,
Hmm.
and you have different pattern on the tie. But
Yeah.
we can see a nice palette of colors
Yeah.
with blue, green, beige. So everything can mix and match together in a
Yeah.
perfect way.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest to the people who are watching now to have in their wardrobes?
Yeah.
Is it in terms of palette, some items that can be, combined and easily
Yeah.
flexible?
I
Or
can
what?
show you again some more examples so it's
Yes, please.
easier to understand, especially if we're
Perfect.
talking colors. Words are not
Okay.
enough.
All
So
right.
if we're starting from here, you see we have a just a normal
There you
navy,
go. The
dark
green
blue,
with,
double
yeah.
breasted, right? But
Nice.
then we play with some accents of dark green. You know, here we have the watches print, which is very bold, but again, the suits is going to tone it down. And this is a perfect cocktail outfit, easy.
I love
Or if
it.
you are like super summer, you take off the jacket and you just stay with your shirt, roll it up, super fresh.
I love it.
But then you see, we
I
add
can
some
see
pink.
pink.
Exactly. I love pink. Pink is very 50s. So you can combine it with some brown or sand, like I'm wearing right now.
I love it.
You see, brown fits nice, you know, and it's this
Yes.
typical 50s combined also with the white. So those three elements, they sit perfectly next to the blue. And here we combine it with a pair of normal jeans, you know, so
That's
this is
great.
something that everybody has. Our
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirt with viscose fabric, super colorful, but like
Yeah.
this, you are fresh, cool, easy, and you don't need a tie. You have some blue moccasin or something, and you can go to an event.
Yeah.
If you take it off, you can even have your swimwear and this shirt, and then you go to the beach. So I
Exactly.
think that's a bit the key. Well, this is the other Hawaiian
Oh,
shirt, but we're
lovely.
gonna make a new print to
Is
combine
the
with
same
the
print with my pocket square? Is it
exactly the
dancers?
same.
Okay.
Exactly. So this is this kind of minty blue,
Oh, nice.
which is working very well with our because we're talking color. So this is
Okay.
working very well with blue,
Oh, I
with
love it.
pink, with dark blue.
Yes.
You see. So that's a bit the idea. Then we
Oh,
have
nice.
this jacket. So this is a Lanificio Bottoli is also near Venice. It's a wool, all seasons, but I put it mainly into the summer.
Yeah.
But let's say till spring, you can use it. When it's summer,
Hmm.
super hot, this is becoming a bit too sweaty. But it's very open. So also for spring, you can layer it down and it's super breathable. So we had a little bit of light blue, but we had some texture. So it's never
Oh,
flat.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then here we have a petrol blue. So this is the same as the ivory that we have there, the same kind of
Hmm.
fabric, so it's slightly silky. And then we have a sky blue or Smurf.
This is
uh,
so Stefano style. Yeah, I love
exactly.
this color.
But
Yeah.
again, now it's a full suit, but if you put like just dark blue pants and a white shirt, even open, and it's fine. You can even
Yeah.
wear a white t-shirt underneath if you are in Miami in the summer, right? You know, and
Yeah.
you just want to be fresher. Uh, then of course some white and blue texture is good to break it, and this is for me the function of the gray. Gray is
Mm.
cool if there's a flannel in the winter, but to me what I'm trying to do is to make a dark blue and gray palette. This is like the most boring thing ever, so
Yeah.
we're trying to get some staples. The blue we will never get rid of because it's a foundation, but the gray in this case is not necessary because it will be too corporate.
Yeah.
So we break it with some little patterns, still classic, but a bit fresher.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah,
again,
gray, I would say, is even if it's the most dull color, it can be very interesting with the combinations.
no, absolutely. But I just wanted to avoid to do, you know, white shirt, blue jacket, gray pants, and brown shoes. Yeah,
Mm.
but this
No,
is nothing
okay,
new. So we try to break it with something a little bit different. And
that's
then
great.
again, okay, this is a busted not finished jacket. You see, it's fully handmade. But if let's imagine it's all blue, so
Yeah.
it's not beige, just to be precise.
Yes, of
But
course.
if you can even play with the dark red shirt. So if you have a blue suit and this one, it gives that pop of color that
Amazing.
it's fantastic, and it's just
Amazing.
different with one item. The rest is classic. So uh, with this little overview, we get an idea, and then we
Yeah.
add, of course, white and military green sand to 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 have a compact selection with a few couple of extra touches.
I mean, even if someone wants to have half of the items we saw with the blazers, even less than half,
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see a combination with everything you show me. I can
Yeah,
everything and easily combine each one
yeah,
of them. Each
exactly.
shirt with each pocket square, with each tie, and the same blazer. You might have
Yeah,
also two blazer basic.
yeah,
Don't take too many,
exactly.
but with these blazers, you can have different looks. And what I also like is this clothing you can also wear not only in Europe but outside and abroad, in, as you say, in Miami,
Yeah.
in Malis, of course, by the time we can travel, of course. We're
Wow.
not
Yeah,
talking about now,
yeah.
but
Well, we can dream about it.
but
You know,
guys, we
it's
can
just
dream, and of course we can start preparing our next travel. And
yeah.
for the women who want to ask you if they can have a blazer from you or a shirt, what would
Mhm.
you say? Is it something easily that you can manage, you can
Yeah,
do?
we can achieve that. I mean, our tailors are really skilled. They have a lot of experience. So, uh, it's always been a bit of a taboo to consider, virtual fitting and, remote
Yeah.
measuring taking as a bit, how do you say, superficial, let's say, in the pure tailoring world. But
Okay.
even now, I'm talking with even the older tailors, they understand that the world is changing, first of all. So you need
Exactly.
to listen to your customers. And I have clients that even though they are, they're rich, they have a busy life, and let's say pre-corona, okay, just to
Yeah.
make it easier in a normal environment. But they don't have the time to go to the tailor, or
No.
maybe they don't have that interest that the pure tailor aficionado has.
Yeah.
So what we do, we bring that tailoring craftsmanship in a very pure, in a very straightforward process,
Yeah.
and that's what I think the world needs. We don't need a rack full of clothes unsold, and
No.
we don't need three fittings, yeah, for a jacket.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Yeah.
That's perfect. So, shall we ask from the people who are joined at the moment to make their own outfit? What would you say, people? Would you like to try and challenge Stefano and make your own outfit? Because if we see again the blazers and the shirts, to be honest, I would like to have my own mannequin, if it's okay with you, just to
Yeah.
see the female point of view through your clothing. What about that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see again the hangers, just to see the items, to do my own combination.
Yeah. You
uh,
want to see the colors of the
yes,
jackets?
please. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So,
And for those who are watching at the moment, please
mhm.
feel free and send a comment, and we can do your
Yeah.
own combination with the clothes.
Okay.
Well,
So,
to be honest, I would
mhm,
like to see the red shirt,
mhm. The red shirt,
yes,
uh-huh,
combined with
combined.
maybe the beige blazer.
Okay. The white, or the military,
The white, the
the
white.
white.
And the
Okay.
military will be nice, yeah, but I will use the white.
This one is a bit complicated because it's in the
Okay, let's
mannequin.
see, let's see them from the
So
hangers.
maybe I
Ah,
do I do the other one.
okay, but you can see that it's also matches, so I don't mind.
I can
Okay,
I can just show you very quickly this one.
yes. Oh, you see, I love it. And I would wear also your pocket square, the ones you are wearing now.
Uh-huh.
I
In
would I would put
Yeah.
that,
Okay.
but in the on the neck, not as a pocket square.
Okay,
Make
okay.
it more
Yeah,
casual. And of
exactly.
course, one of your ties will be perfect fit. I mean, the dark blue
Yeah,
with the dancers, or the
it's
one with
always
the
working.
watches with the
Yeah, exactly.
Rolex.
This one here. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
So,
So
I mean, the combinations are, even if you have a very tight wardrobe, you can do a lot of variation and make it exciting. That's a bit the goal. You start from a couple
yeah,
of, staples, and then you add on. And every season you buy just a few items, but the good ones. And
yeah,
if you can't afford to buy a new item, just buy a vintage one. The vintage market
that's
is
it.
big, and you just need to be able to ship them and to change.
No, I mean, I
So
challenge all of the people who are watching, try to find an item from Meso Blues that is not matching with each other. I'm, I'm,
exactly.
I'm challenging you. I dare
Yeah.
you to find something. I
Okay.
love the combination. Very smart, Ivan says. Hello. So you know what? Let's see. What about the women? How they would use your pocket square? Because to be honest, I would like to see something even
Yeah.
longer than that. I don't
Okay.
know if you have something in mind, but
Yeah.
even this one can be very flexible in our wardrobe. I mean, I don't know for the girls who are watching, how do
Yeah.
you wear this?
Yeah. I'm going to show you something here.
Okay.
So it's
I'm sorry about.
we can get an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me try to share with the people. Let's see. Oh, sorry, someone's standing. Okay. Let's see
Yeah.
also. Grace
Oh,
Kelly.
beautiful. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a
We
lovely way
do.
to wear a scarf, right?
Yeah. We did make a big scarf version last year, 80 by 80 centimeters.
Yeah.
They are sold out. I think we have just a couple of left on the website.
Okay.
So I definitely want to make a new one again because they were very successful. And in fact, you can play them also for women in a different way,
Yes.
like you're showing.
I love that.
Um,
If you make it longer, it will be lovely. I
yeah,
also love the way when we are wearing, like me today, is the same
yeah.
thing. Sorry for what you're seeing at the moment. Let me show you another way you can wear
Oh, very
the
nice.
scarf. So
Yeah,
if you wait for the longer ones that
yeah,
Stefano will launch, this is another and chic and elegant way to wear the scarf.
yeah.
Of course, I
You
love
can
this.
definitely do that, yeah. Because 80, I mean, this is 50, so you're gonna have a bit more volume. And if you roll it, now I can show you the way I'm having a drink. So I'm going to show you this is the most successful print so far. This one here.
Yeah,
So the way,
nice.
yeah. So with the cocktails, okay. So maybe this could be also an idea for the big one. And I just wanted to show you the way to, at least I fold it. There's no perfect way. This is just my way. So I,
Yeah.
I do it, diagonally. So it becomes a triangle.
Let's
And
try
then,
to do at the same time. Okay.
okay. So we do it
Okay.
again.
Yes.
So we have a triangle. I do like this. And then I fold the first tip, you know. If you do it flat on the table, it's better, but we're just doing it for the
Yeah.
sake of the Instagram a
Okay.
bit. Just rolling it. Okay, so till you have this part. If you do it regular, it's actually pretty nice because the volume is a bit more neutral and the flow
Okay.
is nicer. And then you just put it around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
It's super soft. And the thing is, also in this way, we're being more sustainable. At the beginning, we're applying a treatment, which was chemical, to make this kind of brushed effect.
Okay.
Okay, so eventually you could clean your glasses to make it really shiny.
Mm.
Then, of course, with the new regulations in Europe, those things are not possible anymore, and it's good. And in fact, you can still clean, let's say, your watch and your phone, but after you wash this a few times, it gets softer. It
Yeah.
loosen up the shiny part of the silk, so it's starting to get that brushed effect. So eventually, you see, like for a denim shirt, you don't need to put chemicals and you need to do any treatments just before delivering the product. You make your own treatment, by
Yeah.
sweating this. In the summer, it's
Exactly.
sweating, it's hot, and then you wash it. Even in the washing machine, 20 degrees. Just don't put it in the tumble
Perfect.
dryer, and it gets fantastic. So you put it around your neck, and then just very simple. Just a simple knot. That's it. So you can put it down so you get this sort of little knot at the end, and then you tuck it in. Now I have double, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can put it a bit tighter if you feel more cowboy like you're doing, so it
Hmm.
gets these two bows.
Or for women can also do that.
Voila. Yeah, exactly.
And for the girls that are watching, someone mentioned for the hair. Yes,
Uh-huh.
we can do also this.
Absolutely. Yeah,
If you want a more pin-up look, which I love it.
exactly.
And you can also
Or
do,
you can do like your wrist, like bracelet.
you see?
Yeah.
And for me, it's very elegant also to wear
Oh
it
yeah.
in your back for the
Cool.
women. I mean,
Exactly. I
look at
think
that.
it's a very
Nice.
flexible item. Yeah.
And
And the
again,
mask.
you have one great accessory, which I can tell you the texture in my skin, it's so soft as you mentioned.
Mhm.
So in the winter it gets me warm, but in the summer the magic is that I am not very hot with that. It's so silk, it's so
Yeah.
smooth that it doesn't
Yeah.
make you sweat.
But the idea is also that if you sweat, it just kind of, avoid that the sweat drips down. So it,
Yeah,
it, it kind of makes a filter, and that's what person I
exactly.
like.
Yeah,
And of course, it depends really where you live. But I think even I'm just mentioning Miami, but any other place where it goes over 40 degrees, you
yeah,
can wear, even if you have a t-shirt, you tuck it in your t-shirt so you see a bit this popping out. So it's a very
exactly.
flexible item. Yeah.
So, do you think that after lockdown, people will wear less ties and more scarves and pocket squares?
It's possible. I don't make predictions, but I think we have a pretty wide range
Yeah,
of alternatives. And plus, you don't need much. You really do not need much, so, especially as a man.
yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
yeah.
So, um, can you, sorry, we have some questions. So, the art of craftsmanship says, very nice. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you for
Hmm.
watching. Uh, Reserve RP, can you explain one more time for men around neck? Tiny tie, of course. Stefano, it's
Uh,
for you.
uh, Tiny tie. What does it mean
Maybe this
exactly?
one.
Okay. So how to roll it, you mean?
And
I
the
don't
one you
think,
showed with the shirt.
yeah. So I don't think, first of all, like for a tie, there's no, I'm a bit laughing sometimes when they tell you have to do like this, you have to do like that. You don't have to, as long as it's in balance, is good.
Yeah,
That's the rule. But what I would say, you let's repeat this one,
yeah.
So we break it in half, so we have the
Like a
diagonal
triangle.
part is the longer, like a
Yes.
triangle.
Yeah.
If you don't have a flat surface, you can even do like this,
Nice.
and you
Yeah.
put it here. So it doesn't have to be perfect,
Yeah.
if you want to make it really perfect and thin because you don't want too much volume, that you do it on the table.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like this is fine. And the tighter, if you do like this, the first one, it gets more like that Audrey Hepburn
Yeah.
look. Okay. This size doesn't allow you to do 2 rounds, but the 80 by 80, you can do two, or at least I do on my neck. Okay. If you, oh yeah, that's a cool one.
Sorry, this is another nice way to wear it.
Oh.
Of course, I'm not wishing to have this kind of injury, but Grace Kelly, even with this injury, she
Yeah,
so shows how stylish she is.
of
How,
course.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the adaptability of certain items. And you
perfect.
see, even, I could even just tuck it in like this and don't even make a knot. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
jump around, it stays in place. Worst case, it will slide and you just readapt it, and that's fine. I mean, people also adjust their knot of the tie. So it's, yeah, that's it.
It's great. It's great. Also, Cary Grant, I remember How to Catch a Thief. He was wearing the
Oh, yeah.
shirt, and also you can wear shirts and just maybe, um, long sleeve shirt, and you can wear the scarf as well. No,
Hmm.
not only with a shirt or with a blazer. You can have a more casual and informal look.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, it's a perfect item to always have, from the pocket to the neck.
Perfect.
That's it. Yeah.
Perfect. Kisses to
Nice.
Greece. I
Yeah.
can see many people who have joined today. Before waiving you for our second session, I would like to ask you. So now that we have more time during the lockdown, and people, men and women, can try to find new ways how to get their wardrobe or get their tailoring.
Hmm.
What about the virtual fitting? What do you think? Is it something that can be happen in the next few months? I mean, also with you, if someone can visit you or you can go to his
Yeah.
place,
I mean,
is it something that you can work on?
yeah. I mean, next month I'm going to be in New York and Miami, so that is,
Right.
there is no problem. We can always find a safe location. And I mean, I think we have to think positively that there's going to be a better situation in a few months. That's what I have in mind. I don't have in mind of a
Yes. So
semi-normal story. For me, it doesn't exist.
yes. So
So I
what are
guess you're
your
staying
future plans? What are you planning next?
in terms of.
You said you're traveling to New York, to Miami
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I always meet new people. It's always planned in advance to go there, and so that is one of the
Yeah.
opportunities. Here in Amsterdam is not possible because that's the regulation. So
Yeah.
we can't, we don't go against the law.
Yeah.
Also, because everything is closed, so it wouldn't be nice to meet on the street.
It's true. It's true.
um, but we can do virtual measuring.
Okay.
We have a new template with the sketch of the shirt of the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a combination of body measurements, which are the main, let's say, 8 to 10 measurements,
Okay.
depending on the body type of the person. And then we ask them also to measure their own favorite garment, both a shirt or a jacket. That is not always the truth, let's say, because if somebody likes to wear too big,
Yeah.
that's not good. But we have a reference of what he's comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
And with the body measurements, we know what is the body type. So the tailor is going to say, okay, there's something mismatching or it's correct. So we have a double reference. And like that, we can make the best fit for you, let's say. And it's something that, I mentioned this before, it's like a sculpture. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Raffaello or whoever other huge artist, can sculpture the perfectly proportioned man from a block of marble, a tailor can do the same without touching the model. They can just see the model on pictures, they can see the measurements, and you can do a jacket. It's a much easier job than making a sculpture.
Yeah.
Because even if you start from scratch, from a pattern from scratch, there's always some patterns that he has in his mind from experience. And if
Yeah.
these people have been doing this job for 40 years, so it's like they can just do it
They
like
know
this.
something better, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, for me, to be honest, I can see a shift in the trends,
Hmm.
and I can because I speak with a lot of people every day through Zoom calls and all around the world, and I can see the need to communicate, and
Hmm.
I hope something tells me that the tailoring world will be increased in the next few years. I don't know, you can call me
Hmm.
just optimistic, but this is the feeling I have, because
Yeah,
the need to communicate and to contact with one or more person, with your tailor, with the experience someone can face through this kind of art that you are giving to us,
yeah,
um, is something very, very special.
yeah,
So I
absolutely.
think the next month is something that is gonna get increased. People will need that, and not the not so buying online procedure or going to a massive shop and don't know what to choose.
Yeah,
People want less, better quality,
yeah,
timeless things, timeless items, and to talk to a person that they're gonna understand what they want to wear and how they can fit in the best way.
I
I
believe
hope this
so.
gonna happen
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. I mean, if you see like the vintage watches market, it's
Yeah,
been growing and it's luxury goods. So when I see somebody that has like a very expensive watch and they
yeah,
don't dress properly, I try always to say, well, this doesn't make any sense. So you gotta do some work on the other side. And I think
exactly.
they will go together. People will realize that, yeah, watches, they're buying watches. They cannot just have an expensive watch and dress like a
Exactly.
loser. So you have to compromise because it's all a part of the appearance of a look of a personality.
Yeah.
So definitely people are more inclined to buy less but good
Right.
clothes. I believe
And
so as well.
it's also what we were saying in the first session of our talks. It's all about what you have in your lifestyle. It's not going to be only the clothing, but it has to be what you do in your daily life. It's like
Yeah.
a friend of ours now is asking, what are you drinking? Probably is referring to you, if you
Oh
are
yeah.
having any
Um,
nice Negronis or I don't,
I don't drink Negroni
you don't
anymore to be,
drink. What are you drinking
but I'm
now?
I'm I'm having a mix of um Scotch whiskey
Okay.
with an addition of Lyre's Amaretti. So
Oh.
my friend Mark from Lyre's, fantastic product without alcohol, but I mix it with a bit of alcohol, so I make my own mix. So it's some
Okay.
sort of old fashioned. I always try to play around the old fashioned and
Yeah,
experiment,
yeah, yeah.
with different elements. Yeah.
So, what about the drinking? Now that you mention it, do you think you experience better whiskeys or better drinks during this time we were in lockdown? Because many people would like to be more connoisseurs in cooking or in
Yeah.
drinking or in cigars. Sorry to
Yeah.
say
I,
that. It's,
I, I have to say, despite probably the trend, I didn't drink much.
you didn't drink.
No, I think we've been healthier in having better food. And then,
Okay.
of course, you do your cheating and your experiments, a lot of pizza here and there. But in terms of drinking, I stick with, gin and tonic or have my old fashioned.
Old
And
fashioned. I
but
love.
it's like, for me, the drinking part is the experience to go to the bar and to meet people.
Okay.
So
Yes,
if I
I
just
agree.
have to, drink and get depressed at home, that's not my
Yeah.
intervention.
No,
So you
no, no.
can
I
do that once
understand.
in a while, but I'm less inclined because I'm missing the experience of the venue.
Yeah.
It's part of the cocktail for me. It
Yes,
can be
exactly.
beautiful, but if I'm at home, it's not.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, with small gatherings and small groups we had the last days. To
Hmm.
be honest with you, the thing I loved is that I learned how to cook Asian food
Hmm.
thanks to my friend
I
Carl.
see you have a lot of
Do you see? Yes,
yeah,
yes.
impressive.
Thank you. Now I can do spring rolls. I can do Peking duck. But this is the nice thing that you can face through this period.
Oh, but
And
that's
I learned
good.
to do my own ram Negroni, which I love.
Wow, that's
So
good as
yes,
well.
people are
Nice.
trying to find the ways, to not be bored. So
Yeah, I think it's more about the experimenting and
yes,
learning new techniques rather than just, having the same
exactly.
because you get bored otherwise. You need to spice it up.
Of course. Let's say
Yeah.
hello to my friend Johan from Louis XIII. You have to try. If you haven't tried Louis XIII, I don't know. Have you
If I
tried?
haven't tried, who? Sorry?
Louis XIII, great cognac, very
No.
fine. You
Yeah.
have to try it.
I still need to
So
learn a
maybe
bit of
in our next session,
mhm,
we might do also a little
the
bit,
drinking part.
yeah,
Nice.
drinking part. After we finish, you know what? We're gonna have 30 minutes of styling ideas and talking about mess of blues, and
Yeah.
10 minutes drinking and music. You can share
Oh,
your
that's
music
fantastic.
talents, all right? And
That's
we
what I
can have
was. That's what we were thinking before. I was preparing the light here. I was like, yeah, I'm missing the music. The
the
music
music. Oh my
is
God. I
is
need to
part of the
play. I need
story.
to play my radio station for those who are listening now and they are joined in our company.
Hmm.
Uh, you can also click on Androniki.com, Androniki with double K, and it's a my bespoke radio 24 hours per
Nice.
day. But next time, I would love to have a back-to-back session with you, and let's play live on Instagram. I
Cool.
hope we don't
Fantastic.
have any problems with the music rights because I don't know, maybe
I
we'll
think
see.
if you do it for a limited amount of time, it's
Okay, it's a great idea.
yeah.
People don't steal it. We're gonna do it very,
The
very
big
soon.
brother of social media is not gonna stop us.
So, Stefano, your next plans.
Yes.
You said you probably gonna travel to New York, Miami,
Yeah.
but also people can find you online with
Absolutely.
through your website. You can share it with
Yeah.
us once again, Mess of Blues.
Yeah. We're always available. We have a person in London as well, which hopefully you're gonna meet as well. Next time.
Of
So we are
course.
available also in terms of texting, you know, there's always going to be somebody reply, emails, of course. And yeah, social media. I mean, many people are just writing on Instagram. So I guess it's more immediate.
Yeah, more
And
direct, of course.
from today, I'm on, what is that? Social club? No, Clubhouse? Club? Uh, Something with club. A new
Club?
social media.
Is there any club that I'm not joined? I need
Yeah,
to know about
it's a
that
new
club.
social media apparently. They just invited me today, so I'm
Oh
still
my God, please
learning.
share the
I will
invitation.
share it on a story so
Okay.
people can follow.
Okay, please do so. Thank you all
Absolutely.
for joining today. You can follow Stefano and you can see the next nice, beautiful things he is about to do. And we say that we're going to have our third session very, very soon. Maybe
That's
if
pretty
things
good.
go well, we might be in
In
person.
person. Yeah, that would be good. With a
Yeah,
real drink.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stick to that. Thank you all for
Okay.
joining. Have a lovely evening in Amsterdam.
Thank you.
Kisses. And for the rest questions, you can direct message us and we will be here for you. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very
See you
much.
soon.
Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye. So, thank you all for joining today. Thank you, Johan. Thank you for your beautiful words. So we will be in touch very, very soon. I might have something to share with all of you guys for the next days to come. Yes, and feel free to join to andronikki.com. Tomorrow I have a new interview for the section Everyday Gentleman. So who is going to be the next Everyday Gent that I'm interviewing? You're going to learn it very, very soon. So have a lovely evening. Goodbye from London. Kisses to everyone and thank you for joining today.